So who doesn't like a man who cooks? And on top of that, a man who cooks macaroni and cheese. And that's exactly what we're doing today in the kitchen. And we're getting ready for the Men Who Cook competition. Joining us today is Pastor Edward Barnes and Kevin Smooter. Gentlemen, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
All right, so I know that you've been involved in this right from the start, the last 6 years, right, Pastor?
That's exactly right.
Must be a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
All right, Kevin, give us the details of the event.
Well, TEAM is a community service organization serving the surrounding area in the valley, including Woodbridge, Orange, and Milford. We service over 4,000 people, I should say, with energy assistance, financial planning assistance, toys for kids, elderly assistance, like Meals on Wheels and whatnot.
Sure, and tell me about the chefs.
We have over 75 chefs who are regular guys who are cooking their favorite meal, who get involved. They supply all their own ingredients and cook it for everybody. And we sell tickets, $55 a piece.
It looks like it's quite a turnout there. We have some pictures from last year. Now, I remember you made key lime pie. What's on the menu this year?
I make the same thing. That's my specialty. I'm sticking with it.
That sounds great. All right, Pastor, today we're going to be making a mac and cheese. Are you going to be featuring this at the event?
Yes, I am. Yes.
And where did this recipe come from?
My mother taught it to me maybe some 30 years ago.
We'll stick with 30.
Well, let's say 20 years ago.
20 years ago, good enough. All right, well, how do we get started?
Well, you start boiling your macaroni and cheese. You start with some just plain water, add a little oil and a little salt to get a boil. To your macaroni boils about 7 minutes just to get it tender.
Sure.
And once you do that, then we move over and we drain it, and then we move over here and we add a little macaroni, which I've already done, and we start adding cheese. This cheese is compiled of about 4 or 5 different cheeses.
Okay.
Some cheddar and some sharp and some mild and some
nice little mix
whatever people like to have in theirs. We usually do that. And then you give it a little bit of grated cheese just to give it a little kick, and a little bit of breadcrumbs to kind of thicken it up.
All right.
And then we layer it with butter.
Oh, here comes the healthy part.
Easily, yes.
This is comfort food.
That's very true. I'm going to put these on because I did just touch a reptile, right?
Yeah.
Kevin, tell me about some of the hot items. What were the popular samples last year?
We have desserts, appetizers, main courses, people who make specialty mashed potatoes, and the macaroni and cheese is always a big seller.
Hey.
So really, you could eat your way through this event, huh?
Yes.
Bring your appetites.
You cannot eat everything that they have there. You cannot have one of everything. There's no way. There's just so much food. It's all so delicious.
Wow. All right, Pastor, you've kind of just layered up this mac and cheese again, put more elbows down.
You get several layers, as many as you can. I say to go about an inch, quarter an inch away from the top, because when you cook it, you don't want it to run over.
Okay. Now, do you mean to do something with this?
If you would add the eggs to the carnation milk there, and a little salt and pepper, and beat it up for me.
I could do that. So did you grow up eating this?
Yes, every holiday. Trust me, I just got finished with this for Easter, and all of my siblings know how to make it. We taught all of our children. Even at the church, I've taught it to a few people there.
So what is this mixture here we're pouring on?
That's just regular eggs and some carnation milk, and you thicken it up. It kind of causes the macaroni and cheese to gel for us, so that it can all come together. And the butter adds a nice kick to it. This is the healthy part, as you say.
What are you gonna do?
And
now, how do you serve this? Do you make a little sample size, or do you scoop it out?
you scoop it out.
Okay.
You get a little thing and scoop it out.
Now, what do I do with
just
this?
Pour that over there kind of evenly, just going back and forth, up and down either way. Yeah.
Am I doing this okay? Would your mom be proud?
Oh yeah, she's thrilled.
Did we use the whole thing?
Let's see. I use the glass Pyrex so we can see. That's good. You're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, do you have the oven preheated?
Oven preheated at 350. It'll cook for about 35 minutes, and then we're done.
That's pretty easy. All right, well, let's tell people at home how to get tickets one more time, Kevin.
We are selling tickets through TEAM in Derby.
Okay.
If you get a hold of them, you have to buy them in advance. We sell no tickets at the door, so
get there and do this
it's
soon.
very popular, and they sell out quickly. So I would call right away.
All right, well, we're going to dig into this at the end of the show, and of course, we'll have the recipe over at WTNH.com. The Men Who Cook event is Saturday, April 20th. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
All right, coming up next, we'll tell you how AARP Work and Career Resource helps seniors thrive in the workforce when style returns. Stick around.